Hello! This is the one episode rule here with our first bottle episode. By the end of it, I'm sure one of us will be dead.
Yep, we already lost Joey to the hogs.
Come on. The hogs?
If we're the hogs.
The hogs.
It were the hogs. What done it?
I'm Blackle, and I'm currently stuck at home for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, let's just, I guess, to address the elephant in the room. Things are bad, and
Yeah, how's your plague?
What? No, I'm not stuck at home because of the plague. I'm stuck at home because there's an elephant literally at my door.
Mm.
Oh, and it's blocking. See, that's a pretty. See, I was really worried, you guys, that because of the because of the horror that is the real world right now, I was really worried that this episode there was going to be a factory, an error at the podcast factory, and this one was going to be, oops, no bits.
Yeah.
But that was good. That was the elephant one. It's fine.
You're welcome.
I have been sick the past 2 days. It is not, as I said last time, not the big bad one. But I am endeavoring as hard as I can to not obtain the big bad one.
Well, Godspeed, Emma.
Thank you.
Don't fuck up.
And as usual, my life has changed very little. Years
living in the middle of nowhere will do that.
Spent years training for the social distancing, and now it is my time.
Yeah, I am luckily very adept at not going outside. So
who knew that the share zone would save us all?
I know.
Always online, never outside.
Yeah.
Godspeed, you good skeleton.
Good skeleton.
All right. So I spent a good 2 hours trying to find news to discuss. There's no news because of course there isn't any news.
Yeah.
All the news is just like there was a new episode of this, or this show is delayed, or this event is canceled because there's a plague on.
We're busy getting our plague on.
There's some other stuff going on that is maybe making some of the anime news outlets a little less productive.
Yeah, there's not a lot of news for them.
Not a lot of news for them, no.
So instead, I decided to replace that bit and just pose a question.
Okay.
That we can maybe discuss, or we can just cower it out of and throw it to whatever the show is this time.
Okay.
And that question is there any way at this point to make an isekai that isn't irritating?
Isekai into a world that doesn't have a coronavirus. It's exactly the same as this world. It just isn't currently undergoing.
It's a little less plaguey.
A little less, yeah.
Yeah. Have they done a backwards isekai where it's some like brain dead fantasy person coming into like our world and it's like, oh, taxes are bad. No, wait, I'm just describing Disney's Enchanted. Never mind.
You are.
That doesn't tend to happen. That doesn't tend to happen in anime, but I've seen it in Western fiction a couple of different times.
Yeah.
There was that show with Shakespeare, and then there was that show with Ichabod Crane that was terrible.
Oh man,
the Bill and Ted movie where all the various where they do the time travel.
Wait a minute, that's Night at the Museum.
Huh?
Yeah, that concept is just Night at the Museum.
Oh my!
Is Night at the Museum an isekai? I think so.
Night at the Museum is an isekai.
And it can't be. They don't move anywhere. They don't go anywhere.
The new sekai is the museum at night. It's a new job. Rami Malek is there.
Are you saying that David Bowie's new job in a new town is an isekai?
It is. Unequivocally.
Emma, what the fuck are we supposed to be watching today?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the one episode of Rules, a podcast about first impressions in anime. And this week, since our dearest Joey is sleeping, not with the fishes, they just needed a nap. They would like us. They would like us to watch a little show that they have apparently been digging into, called Kekkai Sensen, or Blockade Battlefront.
Oh, I've heard of that. That's all I've heard, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, blockade is how my doctor described my insides.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
You should do cocaine about it.
Got some stopped up veins there.
Yeah, just got some gunk in the pipes.
Some gunk in the trunk.
The only thing that I know about this show is that there's an extremely strange looking man in it, and he, I think, is voiced by Aaron Dismuke, the little boy who was Alphonse in the original Full Metal Alchemist. So,
all right,
that's all I got, really.
Well, let's go find out some more about it. All right, we're back and we're ready to trash talk the show that our friend likes.
Hey. Poor Joey. If only they were here to defend themselves.
Unfortunately, like I said in the intro, the hogs have ogre taken.
Ogre taken.
That was I misspoke, but yes, ogre taken.
I wish an ogre would take you.
All right.
Oh, I do too.
I've got oh my. But
that's foul.
I've got a blurb here.
Okay.
That I can read for this.
Please do.
Here we go. I'm gonna read the blurb for episode 1 because all the other blurbs just describe the setting, which is an interesting thing I'll get to later. Leonardo Watch, an ordinary aspiring reporter, moves to Hell Salem's Lot, a city created by the intersection of worlds where New York City once stood, and through a series of lucky coincidences is recruited into the secret society named Libra. That doesn't really sell what this show is.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. I want to. So we have. I just want to say this is an interesting take on the isekai genre, where the other world comes to us.
Yeah, the other world does come to us, and somehow replaces New York City in the span of 3 years.
Interesting.
Perhaps it was the tide of mutants that rolled forth.
All the furries.
Yeah, that was the first thing I noticed in the intro was the zombie furries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's zombie furries. There's skyscrapers blowing up, which means one thing: Tyler Durden got his wish.
Yeah,
okay.
This is Fight Club.
There are parallels. I had a.
I'll eliminate all debt by summoning forth hell.
That's what my plan is for the election season.
Yeah.
So I have to correct myself in the intro. I think I said that Aaron Dismuke was the one who voiced the big and bad to see man, but that was in fact. I actually have no idea who that was, but Aaron Dismuke is the little friendly boy who is the main character, not,
Oh, he's the little Digimon motherfucker. Okay.
Yes. He does look kind of like a Digimon guy, huh?
He looks like a Digimon guy. He's got the big fluffy hair and the goggles, which
That's very true.
fucking subverted me because I did write down useless goggles as soon as I saw him, but he did put them on later.
He did put them on. He needed those.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they did anything for him, but he did put them on.
He has to protect his special eyes because he has contact lens order to come in yet.
My brand.
My
Yes.
brand.
So, yeah, let's quickly run down basically what happens here because the blurb didn't do anything.
Sure.
So
Unlike the goggles.
So basically like an interdimensional like gate opens in the city of New York and causes some shit to happen, and then 3 years later we join our main character as he immigrates to this city where shit has happened, and there are regular people and just like freak ass mutants walking the streets.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just chilling together. Like, there's a shot of like some dude and like some other like alien guy just on their phones, like sitting next to each other.
And I will say that despite everything else I'm going to say about it, the actual setting and background work is very interesting.
It's good.
It's a cool place with
Yeah.
lots of cool things happening in the background.
Yeah.
It gave me really like especially the animation in some parts of it reminded me a lot of Redline, because Redline has a lot of weird alien creatures.
It's just got a lot of weird assholes wandering around.
Yeah, and it's just like humans are just chilling there, like just normal. And I was like, is this the lore for Redline?
Yes. Yeah, anyway, this kid moves out there to I guess to snoop and
to be a photographer and find a miracle to make his sister walk again.
Well, that's not why he's there. I think he's trying to figure out what to deal with the demon with the eyes.
Sure.
Because that's what they came as it turns out towards the end of the end half of the episode. His family did go there before to attempt to cure his sister's lack of
leg ability.
She got leg.
Well, she had legs. She just lacked ambulatory abilities.
But she don't know how to use them.
I don't think it's a don't know how type situation, but go on. I was confused.
I shouldn't have expected Blackle to get a ZZ Top reference. But
okay. Well, have I been roasted? I don't know.
No, not really. But anyway, getting through the last bit of this is while he's there, his camera gets stolen by a strange alien monkey. And then he experiences a horrifying terrorist attack.
The sonic speed monkey.
Yes.
Which is too fast for human eyes to perceive.
But
it's strange because he perceived the monkey.
A sonic speed monkey steals his camera and leads him to the anti-mafia's house, and then the robot devil from Futurama sends a demon to cut up the building.
Is that the same guy?
No, but it sure does sound like it.
God, I would have liked the show a lot more if it was... You can't just tell the audience how your characters feel.
That's a great robot. That is a great robot devil.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can we talk about how the one guy calls him a freaking noob?
Yeah.
Yes. The first words out of Ian Sinclair's mouth are, "You freaking noob." It was so bad.
We can get into the second half of things on my opinions here. Is that I have a lot of gripes with this show.
Sure. I would say that overall I had a pretty good time. It didn't necessarily jump out at me, but there were certain things about the like the setting and the art and obviously the fact that my long lost love Aaron Dismuke is in it. So I liked a lot about the show. I don't necessarily know that I liked the show, but I liked a lot about it.
Yeah.
It's amazing how well I can categorize which parts I didn't like versus I liked. Like, I liked the animation. I thought the animation was well done. I liked the the design, like the world building design. I thought that was really cool. I liked the landscapes. I didn't so much like the character design. Well, only some of the aliens looked cool, but I didn't quite like the character design. I didn't like the dialogue. I didn't like the characters. I didn't like what they were doing.
Yeah,
I didn't like.
I have very specific gripes like that.
It's like someone designed the world, the city that it takes place in, and then some other person came and it was like, okay, time to put in my my limp dick story into this.
Oh,
Damn.
but yeah, I was gonna say, like, well, I do think a lot of the background aliens would be more interesting characters to hang out with than some of the main cast.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Mr. Kuroba. Yes.
Yes.
I love that guy.
Yes.
But
Can it be about him?
Can it be about him? Yes. My main problem is you don't want to open on boring narration. Like in an isekai, this would have been exposition, but it's not really an isekai, so it wasn't exposition. It was pointless. It was a long-winded letter that said nothing to his sister, and it's to set up as a framing device, but it takes way too fucking long to set up.
Also, how's his sister reading that note?
Good fucking question.
That's a great question.
Because later in the episode, it's established that his sister and him were encountered earlier on in the story by some strange god trash, and offered some god eyes if someone gives up their eyes. And so his sister just jumps in. It's like, okay, take my eyes. And so it's established that she doesn't have vision. However, in the very beginning, she's reading his letter.
He's just writing braille.
I guess
you
so.
see it.
Maybe she can smell the letters.
So there's too much exposition going on. Oh, well, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say that the exposition at the beginning was a lot. I was more able to handle it because I think Aaron Dismuke has a great voice.
Is that the voice actor for the main character?
Yes.
Because I don't know why, but he gave me a kind of like Bob of Bob Burgers guy vibe.
Bob.
No, Bob's Burgers.
Bob,
titular character.
You're saying he sounded like H. John Benjamin?
He sounded like that, but with if he was younger and trying to do a Digimon voice
and an anime.
Maybe. I think Aaron Dismuke. I think Aaron Dismuke as an adult sounds like Vic Mignogna if Vic Mignogna wasn't a sexual predator.
Spicy. I'm getting some spicy takes out here.
Yeah.
My main problem with this was, well, I could say the dialogue's a little edgelordy.
Sure.
The dialogue's just bad. That's all you have to say.
And some of the designs are too. Check the guy's fist weapon. But but my main problem is it commits that sin where it's just it commits the as you know sin, where people talk about shit that's nonsensical.
Mm-hmm. That's not so much of a sin because some authors have built their entire livelihood on that.
Yes, and they are sinful people.
They're sinful people. I thought it was really strange that as he was running, I understood it from a sort of framing perspective, but I didn't understand why when he was running after the monkey that stole his camera, why there was just an old-timey announcer talking over the loudspeakers of the whole city, announcing to everyone in the city the history of the city.
That made no sense. It's just the exposition. Every day at noon we do exposition.
God, I wish that there were exposition speakers in my city.
Just tell you what's going on.
Yeah, Hollis P. Huntington got a fever, and then he was mean to his wife.
And then he would cut to an alien from Futurama, and he would go, "Yes."
That's what we need in this one.
That guy.
That's the isekai that came to our world. That's what they brought with us. Was exposition and strange aliens.
That guy. That guy's just Morbo from Futurama. The evening news.
He really is just Morbo. Yeah, I didn't dislike it. I don't know that I will watch it again unless it's like as part of a watching party. But there were a lot of good things about it. I think that it had a fun sort of style. Just like not necessarily all of the designs. I don't think all of the designs were on point, but like I said, I think that the general aesthetic of the show is cool.
I did like how chaotic it was.
Had a few fun keyframes in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was very well animated.
That's not what I meant. But anyway.
No, it's what I think.
It's just like, oh, they went with that one, huh? Oh well, it's gone now.
So it seems the big bad is the King of Depravity.
King of Depravity.
He's sort of like
his name is.
Yeah, he's sort of like a Die Hard 2 villain, where he just like creates puzzles that will destroy the world until you solve them.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of that. He's got a little bit of Joker in him, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I should have went with Joker. Why did I do that Die Hard 2 pull? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know, but
I mean, you're right. It's fine.
Sure.
What I was trying to say was that the King of Depravity in one of the scenes is like shouting about how like humanity will fall and like his like evil deeds will like come to fruition, and like his face is plastered over all televisions across like all of the city, and you could just like it's like showing this happening, and like none of the people in any of the shots are paying attention. It's like they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It seems like they're used to it. They're just like, oh, same shit as always.
I love that. I love that they don't give a shit.
Femt's is gonna destroy the city with some demons. Okay, cool.
Yeah, great, whatever.
All right.
Is he gonna kill me first? No? Okay, fine then.
But my time will come. I liked how
that was a Douglas Adams thing. That's very true to New York, actually, because there was a Douglas Adams thing I remember where just you could land a spaceship in Central Park. No one will indeed even notice or even care.
Yep. To continue this point about everything being chaotic and silly, the fucking diner that he frequents at the very end is just completely destroyed, but they're still like serving.
The counter's still there and the booths are still there.
Mm-hmm. So they're like, let's back to business.
Back to business.
Fuck it, people need coffee.
I mean, I think that in a certain way, it's kind of true to life.
Has the Waffle House in your area closed?
I think our Waffle House did close today, which is pretty rough.
That's threatening.
That's dreadful.
That's the apocalypse right there.
That's not great.
I liked. Sorry, I've got so many notes, y'all.
You got a lot of notes? I don't really have that many.
I wrote down my chief complaints and then I complained about them. So go on.
So let's go through this really quick. So first of all,
one last one.
Okay.
Why did the cops land and then wait for 3 minutes?
Yeah. Why?
They didn't even shoot at him.
It's a bylaw. You have to wait until someone finishes their monologue before you can shoot.
Yeah.
All right,
just go ahead. The rules in Hell Salem's Lot.
I hate that so much. I hate that name so much.
You can just like filibuster your own arrest.
Yeah. I liked how the main character was confused with one of those like optical illusions where when you put the photo upside down it still looks like a person.
That's a good one. I want to see that character.
Yeah, I do too, but apparently they're dead.
Apparently Landis died. So.
Johnny Landis got ate up. Like I said, I don't have a lot of notes. I wrote down his name is Leo and he's joining Libra. I'm gonna throw up.
I'm gonna fucking die. Speaking of which, I couldn't handle the phrase brain grid blood battle technique.
There were
At
a
all.
lot of those.
There was the Big Dipper style blood battle
Yeah.
technique.
Sorry,
Which
Big
was
Dipper
also bad.
style blood technique, Blade 1 Homer Amaru. Serpent Slayer,
Hyaku
7th Hell.
Hyaku means plan.
Uh-huh.
I could not handle brain grid blood battle technique, and I hate that I have not messed up saying it once. I did try to write down the name of his sister, which was Michela, I think.
Yes.
But I didn't know how it was spelled, so let me just post how I spelled it.
Oh no.
Yeah. I bet that's fucking gotta be it.
Yeah, that's it.
For
That's
sure.
gotta be it.
Yeah.
Good job.
Is that our first text-only liner notes?
Cool.
I'm not putting it in. It's gonna be a mystery.
It's gonna be a mystery. I'm here to tell you, audience, she didn't get it right.
I thought it was very funny that the protagonist, whose name I also already was it Leo or something?
Leonardo
Leo.
Watch.
Leonardo Watch. Okay, Leonardo. After his I guess they're friends. The woman who serves him at the diner,
What's
maybe
my
Diane of Diane's Diner, is stuck under rubble with her himbo of a. Why'd I call him a himbo?
I don't know.
digging a hole for myself here. Anyway, she's stuck under rubble with the other big dude who works the counter. And instead of like trying to help them, even though he is very scrawny, I don't think he's going to be able to lift those big pieces of detritus. He's just like says, "Just hang tight. I'll be right back." Like a real cool one. And then immediately behind him, immediately behind him, the demon like appears and like almost kills him. And it's like demon teleports behind him. Nothing personnel kid.
Yeah.
It's true.
I thought it was very funny that he was trying to be cool and the demon almost killed him. I also like the Neon Genesis Evangelion reference. If anyone else noticed what I'm talking about.
Oh, well, point it out to me. Maybe
I'll tell you what the reference was. Basically, when the very cool guy who used the Big Dipper technique, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean, which conjures a giant blood sword, and then he like attacks the demon, the half demon.
Yeah.
And the half demon explodes into what I can only describe as Mountain Dew, and the Mountain Dew splatters all over like a what's the word? Like those crosswalk signs.
Yeah.
Much like the blood splattering all over the crosswalk signs or the traffic signs in Neon Genesis. During the dummy plug scene.
I don't remember this.
famous scene where the fucking like Eva is like being piloted by the dummy plug, and it like just sort of rips apart one of the angels and blood just goes everywhere.
Sure.
Okay.
Does anyone remember
cool.
this? Like a famous scene. Anyway, it was a reference.
No idea what you are talking about.
I'm 99% sure that was a Neon Genesis Evangelion remix where instead of blood it was Mountain Dew.
Okay.
And I think also the Mountain Dew reassembling back into the demon might have been an Akira reference.
Maybe.
Possible.
Just maybe.
Could also be a Pepsi Man reference.
I just like that. I just like that demons are officially just full of just fun nuclear goo.
Tasty.
God, me too.
I loved the image of the main character holding the gun at the fucking monkey, and it just like the camera rotating around them.
You little bastard! He should have shot that monkey. Stole his camera.
Yeah, but
never mind.
But now he has a monkey friend because he didn't kill the monkey. The monkey was like, "Here, I'm going to give you your camera back, and also climb all the fuck over you."
Oh, you're never really friends with a monkey.
Can that be our first merch?
Yeah, sure.
You're never really friends with a monkey.
Oh God, yeah, that's all my notes. Those are all my notes. Thank you for letting me get through them all.
Well, there you go.
Sure.
That's all the notes.
Anything else? Because I would like to talk about my favorite moment of the entire episode really briefly.
Please
right.
do.
And I don't think anybody probably noticed it. And I don't. This isn't going to be like the ska thing again because I have proof. I took screenshots. So during the beginning, there's like this big sort of montage where they're playing news clips and explaining like what happened in New York and why it's Hell Salem's Lot now. And there's also other footage interspersed within, including some some anime Pacific Rim clips. I don't know if you guys happen to catch. I don't know if you guys happen to see anime Charlie Day and anime Burn Gorman in there, but they were there, and I have proof.
Oh yeah, I did remember that, and I was like, that looks a lot like. That looks a lot.
Oh
that's
man, his
them.
nose is so screwed up.
I mean, that's exactly what Burn Gorman looks like. They kind of missed the mark on Mr. Day.
I did that. Oh my! It did occur to me that was a Pacific Rim remix, or not remix, but reference. But it passed by so quickly; it exited my mind just as quickly as it entered.
Well, it never exited my mind for a single moment in the whole.
See, there's our liner note.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's not Pacific Rim. Maybe it's one of the other things, and that's why that doesn't really look like Charlie Day. Maybe it's like I don't know. What's that other bad thing that Burn Gorman was in?
I don't know. I barely know who he is.
That's okay. He looks incredible. What? He has an incredible face to look at.
Looks like that.
He straight up does look like that.
This show was, I don't know. It's not, I don't want to come down very hard on it because it's actually in the upper echelon of stuff we've seen on this show. But
yeah, I don't want to own Joey.
But then again, it's also the one episode rule, so consider the company it's in.
Well, it's fair.
So this is completely unrelated.
Okay.
But I just discovered something kind of incredible, which is the IMDb Parents Guide to Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Wow.
Okay, I felt like we were running out of steam before. We'll give it a quick. Will you watch any more of this? I'm not going to watch any more of this, Blackle.
I'm not going to watch any more of this.
Okay, Emma already said that she'd watch it if it was a watch party. Okay, yeah. Tell us about the Parents Guide.
Please break us off a piece of that.
Give us some of that.
So instead of a depth first instead of a vertical slice, I'm going to go through the broad strokes and say that sex and nudity is measured at moderate. Violence and gore is measured at severe. Profanity is measured at moderate. Alcohol, drugs, and smoking is mild. And frightening and intense scenes. And would you like to guess what frightening and intense scenes is rated at?
I'm going to go like catastrophic.
It is severe, which I believe is the highest rating on this chart.
It's Keter.
Keter, yeah.
That's the rating for Neon Genesis.
Like I'm afraid for this review, we had to add another category called alienation. That
Thaumiel. Yeah. So that's what I discovered.
Great.
That's wild. What does 1 million moms think of Evangelion?
Alcohol, drugs, and smoking. Okay. So if that's the only thing you care about, it's all right for you and your child to watch Neon Genesis Evangelion
together.
Yeah,
that'd be a good one. Oh boy.
Yeah. So.
All right. So.
All right.
We'll wrap the official portion of the podcast with a blockade barricade blood front.
blood brain
is
blood in my brain.
Well, I will confidently pronounce it for the first episode, not dog shit.
It's not dog shit, but it's not great. It's okay.
It's okay.
It definitely feels like this. This
could have
show
been better.
feels like maybe one of possibly a handful of shows that our metric doesn't really work for. It feels like you have to watch a couple of episodes of this before you get into it.
Yeah.
Or you can really
I don't know.
figure out whether it's for you.
Yeah, I don't think it's for me. I think it could have been better. It could have been worse. It's very.
I can just feel like with an editing pass and a slight rewrite, it could be a lot better.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! It could. I think if they really went for it, went for the chaos and how weird everything is, it could be stunning.
Like high chaos, low exposition would be a good.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, let's check. Let's do some procedural stuff and check our email.
All right, I'll check our Twitter as if.
I'm trying to find the friggin' Neon Genesis scene where.
Good audio.
Good audio.
Sure
like
is.
I said, this is part of our initiative to add some more breathing room to our podcast.
Yeah.
And guess what? We don't have any emails.
Well.
What do you know? If you want to change that, you could just shoot off a message to oneepisodecast@gmail.com.
And that's one, the word, not the number.
Very good.
I guess it is it's not one, it's not the numeral, but it just doesn't sound as snappy to say that. Anyway, our only notification on Twitter is a recommended tweet of Jet the Hawk from Sonic the Hedgehog saying bisexual rights.
You can go ahead and retweet that. That seems fine.
Go ahead and put that one on there. Go ahead and toss that one out into the tweet space.
Seems legit.
Seems good.
I'm gonna post. I'm gonna post a link to the clip from Neon Genesis, and it turns out it was misremembering. It's more just blood dripping from a stoplight.
This may explain why we don't remember it.
It might. However, there was also a scene where the blood splatters against a truck.
Wow, that really is just that guy, isn't it?
It's exactly what that guy looks like. It's nothing what Charlie Day looks like, but
yeah, they're still talking about the Pacific Rim reference.
Yeah, sorry, Magpie just saw
and not my failed Neon Genesis Evangelion reference.
Really,
I think,
given the volume of Ava references in this show, we can't stop and examine every one of them.
We can't. I don't think it's fair to say that every single, for example, every single orange liquid is a reference to the Neon Genesis Evangelion. I think it's just possible that a fluid was dripping off of the traffic sign.
I think that every anime has a latent Neon Genesis reference, much like some people might say that every Western piece of literature has a latent biblical reference.
Or a link to Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.